Alright.
Okay. We are back with the dangers of pornography, and we are on the part of your mind taking a picture of it. Now, me personally, this has happened to me. Oh, I'm having flashbacks now. Like Harry Potter says to Voldemort. Look at her. I'm remembering those bad lesbian tribs. Anyway. When you see a porn... Now, this is very informative. I never knew this until I read this. When you see a pornographic photo or movie, your mind takes a picture and stores it inside your brain for the rest of your life. The more pornography you see, the more photos stored in your mind. And don't think for a moment it won't affect your life.
Ah, busty blondes!
Oh, God. Dildo Asians on a butt plug fairy.
A butt plug fairy?
I don't know. I don't even remember what I did yesterday.
You should write porn. That sounds like an interesting one.
Sookie Stackhouse.
Asians on a butt plug fairy.
I was picturing fairy like a boat.
Oh.
But then in my mind I pictured a fairy like Sookie Stackhouse. Spoiler alert, Sookie Stackhouse is a fairy. Oh yeah. I have been very fortunate to not view much porn, especially considering that I didn't commit to the purity code until I was older. Even so, there are images in my mind. This may sound silly.
The butt plug fairy's in my mind.
But in 8th grade, I saw a picture of a woman with her top off in National Geographic magazine, which of course is not a porn magazine. I didn't know that. I always thought it was.
Yeah. National Geographic's not porn.
So I was just like looking at all those ancient relics for
Man,
nothing.
I've been lied to all my life.
Like, those pictures of sharks weren't supposed to be sexy?
Oh. Jeez. Man, I'm just in the wrong.
Man, that Inca tribe was just so hot in those pictures. Anyway, as we all know, apparently, it's not a porn magazine, but the picture is still in my mind. If a person does not commit early to the purity code, I don't know how it's possible in today's society to refrain from viewing pornography. Me neither. A few years ago, oh, that's the 30,000 student conference. I can summarize this. Well, I could just read. Anyway, they've made these people commit to the purity code. And then, back in his hotel room, sometime around midnight, you know that song by like, the Airborne Toxic Event? Like, sometime around midnight, I was watching HBO. Full frontal.
I don't know. Full frontal butt plug fairies.
I was channel surfing and my eyes stopped on HBO. There it was. Full frontal nudity with amazingly gross images. Not amazing tits. Or whatever you thought it was.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure there probably were pretty amazing tits.
Unless they were Sookie Stackhouses, then it's like, ugh.
I don't know.
Me neither, I'm just assuming. Anyway, it was on cable TV, not even pay-per-view. My first thought, alright, let's pause this a minute. So you see boobs, full frontal nudity on HBO. What would your first thought be?
I don't know.
Let's say it's like a hot person. Like,
It's usually not with porn.
let's pretend. Well, it's HBO. It's gonna be like movie stars that are famous and getting
Oh,
paid for
okay.
this.
I thought you were talking about porn.
Oh no.
If HBO, I don't know.
Alright,
Depends if it's like...
Let's pretend it was like a Faith spin-off and she was naked. The look on your face says it all. You were like... Alright, because that's my first thought after seeing that would be... I'd be like, I want to bump my head on her like a cat does. Like... Anyway. That's my first thought. Personally.
Well, that's because you're impure. You haven't committed to the purity code.
I haven't. Anyway. Let's read on and find out about his first thought when seeing this full frontal nudity on HBO. My first thought... I can't even do this seriously. My first thought was about all those high school students who were also in their hotel rooms all over the city and probably still up watching TV. I wondered how many of them had seen the HBO program showing graphic sex. The next day I did 2 workshops, not 1, not 3, 2 workshops with 4,000 students in each one. Since I was talking on healthy sexuality, It was only natural for me to ask the students how many had seen the HBO show the night before. I was floored to see half the hands go up, and I rather doubt they switched the channels as quickly as I did. The power of the previous evening's commitment to purity was compromised by HBO just hours later.
I doubt that they switched the channels as quickly as I did.
As you look at
They averted their gaze not as quickly as I did, because I was too busy thinking about the children.
I was too busy thinking about them. You 4,000 children. Who wouldn't think about that?
Yeah,
Just kidding.
boobs, children.
High school students. At the ripe age of 12. Addiction progression that basically says you're gonna rape someone. Because step 1 is viewing pornography. Second is addiction. Third is escalation. Fourth is desensitization. And Act 5
Look
is
at you, you addict.
Part 5 is acting out sexually, which it goes on to say that you will rape someone. I think. In one of these.
The first question they ask a rapist is, did you watch porn?
Like, how much porn have you seen?
Oh, that makes sense. We'll try him on the jury for watched porn. It's kind of like a mental illness, you know. They'll stand him up in front of the jury like he watched porn. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
It's not his fault, Your Honor.
Exactly. Like, shut up, rape victim. We need to hear about this guy who watched porn. Oh, your eyes are the lamp of your body. I have a pretty hot lamp inside of me.
Ow, ow.
I just pictured. Never mind. Paul and Timothy gave great advice on training yourself to be godly. Step 1, become Jesus. Not really. Made that part up.
Step 2, be me.
Yeah. Step 3, you're not me too bad. Oh, don't flirt with technical virginity. Crap. Ooh,
Well, if you want to talk about technical virginity.
Oh, discussion starters. Well, let's ask the audience. Everyone. Was there anything in this chapter that I read of, like, 2 stories that you disagreed with or thought was too conservative? Okay.
Everything.
Do you think I chose the word compromise when I talked about, why do you think I chose, that's stupid. This question is boring. How can you personally still look in style, but not violate certain standards of purity?
Be a nun.
Sexy nuns.
A pretty stylish nun.
Oh, like sexy nuns being gangbanged. That's probably porn. Google it. Create safe boundaries. Ugh, zero boundaries. I want to avoid negativism. Develop meaningful relationships. Oh. Never mind, I'm not going to read that one. It has...
I was gonna say this guy's probably never been laid, but he
Well,
probably never has.
Let's look at his picture. You get a good little shot of his face.
Kind of hard to tell on here.
Well, he doesn't look like he has been. Because, I could just look at people and be like, virgin. And then
I can read their books and...
But then I get the lamp inside of me. Sex is everywhere. Sex is mysterious.
He's probably writing this book to compensate for all the, like, I don't know.
What?
Child porn he watches.
Sex is enjoyable. That's in the foundation of developing a healthy sexuality. How is sex enjoyable? Ooh.
How is sex enjoyable?
81% of today's unmarried males and 67% of today's unmarried females have had sexual intercourse before the age of 20. No.
Oh, that's awful.
That's terrible. I would never do that.
No one would ever do that. I don't know what they're talking about.
No.
That's a made-up statistic right there.
There are over 4 million pornographic websites.
That's not even counting the deep web.
Ooh, I love deepness of webs. I don't know. It just was. 90% of 8 to 16-year-olds have viewed pornography online, most while doing their homework. Okay.
Well, there's Facebook, and then sometimes there's porn. Whatever you need to do to distract yourself from homework.
But this is while doing homework, so I'm picturing 2 plus 2. Ugh. I could not multitask that much.
Sometimes, you need some motivation.
Boobs.
Hey. I'm not judging you.
28% of 15 to 16-year-old males have given oral sex to a female.
Good for them.
Good.
Go them.
They better.
Because females are expected to give it to them.
100% of females have given it to them? Oh. 40% of 15 to 17-year-olds have also received oral sex from a female. We'll talk more about...
That seems like a very low. I think that's kind of a lie.
Ooh, it says we'll talk more about oral sex in Chapter 9. Where's Chapter 9? Where's Chapter 9? Where's Chapter 9?
Hold on.